welcome to another episode of Coventry Culture Chats. First things, I'm actually using my phone because we are in Nanjing and I'm not at home. I don't have I don't have fancy camera equipment anyway, but we're here in Nanjing and I'm with a colleague. Mm-hmm. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hello everyone, I'm Nicky. I'm a student who is learning English language teaching and applied linguistics in Coventry University, and at the moment I'm also a teacher who is teaching pre-sessional course in China.
Yeah. So just to be clear, that's a master's level.
Yeah, master
program.
level. Yeah.
And you are writing your dissertation.
Yeah, I'm writing my dissertation right now.
Finishing your dissertation.
Yeah.
So before we move on, so we're in Nanjing. We're teaching. Well, what are you teaching here?
Teaching basically academic learning, listening and academic reading. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And these are for
part of the pre-sessional course. So the students who are starting pre-sessional course here, after they pass the course, they're going to progress on to studying in the Coventry University.
Yeah, and again, your matter. So I think Nicky's a great guest because obviously she has the experience at Coventry University. Mm-hmm. You've enjoyed the weather, the food.
Look at my smile.
All of the people, yes, she's really enjoyed the food. So I want to start by saying, why did you choose Coventry University for the master's degree?
This is a really good question. Mm-hmm. First of all, it's because Coventry University has some collaboration between with my university in China, which is Guangdong University of Foreign Study. Okay. And my supervisor recommended. Yeah. And third is because of the location. Okay. It's really convenient to go anywhere.
Yeah, right in the center of the UK.
Yes, and I also heard English language teaching and applied linguistics is a good major in Coventry University, and this is one of the reasons that why I chose Coventry University. Mm-hmm.
Great. And when you came, many students will come and they will just do the course. Mm-hmm. They will put their heads down, study, go to the library, hand in the assignments, get the degree and go home. But you didn't think that was enough.
Yeah.
So what did you do?
I talked to my teacher quite a lot. I think I always the last one leave the classroom and always the first one get into the classroom. Just want to find a chance to talk with my teachers.
Mm-hmm. That's a fantastic thing to do, by the way. Your teacher, how many students were in your class, do you think?
Because I did the foundation on campus and then I get on to Coventry. When I was on campus, I think we have around 30 students, and also around 30 students when I'm doing my master. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So this is one class of 30 students. Your teacher will have many classes.
Yes.
You've got various classes. So sometimes it's easy for students to blend in and not stand out, which is, again, if you're depending on your goals, that's not a great idea. So how did you, again, talking to your teacher at the start and end, were there any other things you did to try to stand out?
I remember there's a couple of times that the teacher asked the students to present their idea in front of the class. And first of all, I always sit in the front row. So it's kind of in the spot. So my teacher always asks me, Nicky, what do you think? Yeah, and I was not afraid to present my ideas or my opinions in front of the class.
Okay, yeah. So this is one key idea, again, standing out, making sure the teacher knows you. Yep. Did you do anything outside of the class?
Yeah, basically my friend, they're from everywhere. So I have my Chinese friend circle, but I have international friend circle as well. Okay. So I hang out with them, and while I'm hanging out with them, I learn a lot of different cultures. And also, if I have problems with my study, I always email my teacher, and even now I'm still contact with my previous teachers and ask them about their opinions or their suggestions for my questions or my problems. Yeah.
That's great, and I think that's the key thing that a lot of Chinese students don't really understand. In the UK, we use emails.
Yes.
Your teachers won't have WeChat.
Yeah, true.
Well, probably will not have WeChat. And if you want to do anything with the university, you need to email. So check your emails every day.
Yes.
First thing, and email your teacher with questions. They will respond, and they will get to know you more. They will not probably not email you if you have issues.
Yes.
They won't. They have too many students to come one by one. You will have a different set. Different people will come to talk to you. Will come to reach out if you have problems. That's the student engagement centre will come to talk to you about that. So many Chinese students have I think from what I've been told and what I've seen, they're quite shy. It's quite difficult to stand up and to speak out, especially in presentation, perhaps from the education system with a different way. So how did you try to build enough confidence to speak out?
So I used to be a shy student, but then I realized being shy wouldn't help me anything. So I just tried to push myself and getting out of my comfort zone. And I realized that being a student is a really good time for you to make mistakes. And people wouldn't blame you by having mistake, and on the contrary, they will give you advice. How can you improve? Another thing is because I want to be a teacher, and it's really necessary to stand on the stage. That's why I find an opportunity to join a club called Toastmaster, and this club is everywhere. You can find it anywhere, and it can help you to improve your public speaking, presentation. You meet friends from everywhere, any career as well.
Good. So very clear. If you've got a goal, figure out what you need for that goal and push yourself.
Yeah, it's really important.
Yeah, it's very important. I think many teachers say don't be shy, and I think that's difficult. That's easy to say, but it's difficult to do. So that pushing yourself, understanding why you want to have that goal, and places like Toastmaster, joining clubs and societies is fantastic. So now that you're working for Coventry University full time, how did you find out? How did you get this job?
It's like when I start my master, I've been thinking like what I'm gonna do after my master. So after the first semester, I contact my director saying, I would like to have a job while I'm doing dissertation or after doing dissertation in the UK, because I would like to gain some international experience. So I think it's because of this one-time communication, and also other times that I stand out in the class. My teacher knows me, and when there's an opportunity comes up, she recommend me, and I apply for the job. That's
right. That's a great way to, again, remind you that the teachers are experts. Teachers know things that are going on. And they will be aware of internship opportunities, job opportunities. People will come to them. People come to me asking about students. So the teachers are aware, and those sort of opportunities, again, we don't just put them out blanket. We tend to have students who've stood out, or we tend to see that maybe there's one student who's made sure that they stand out, has come to us to say, well, I would like this. So this is similar to for my job. In my previous position, I would go ahead to my boss and say, well, this is my goal. And if this is my goal, the boss can help me figure out how to get there. If you don't tell anybody, they don't know, how can they help you? And I think that's, and now you're here, and she's doing a good job, by the way. She's doing a good job. Marina has taught her well. So
Thank you, my director.
Thank you, director. So let's summarize. What's the key points of advice for students coming from Guangdong or coming from China to coming to Coventry?
First of all, it's different culture. It may take you some time to adapt into it, but as long as you try, you push yourself out instead of stay in your own circle. You're learning. Be active in the class. Don't be shy to talk to your international friends or talk to your teachers. And while you have problems, email your teachers. Email, really important. You cannot just go to your teacher.
Mail. Sorry.
You cannot just go to the teacher and say, teacher, I have this problem. They may not have time. They're always busy. They're
not
really
at that
busy.
time. Teachers have, we have drop-in hours, specific things. So thank you very much for your time, Nicky. And I hope to see all of you in Coventry in the future.
Yes.
If you have further questions, please ask in the comments section below.
Bye.
Goodbye.